Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty cool news to go talk about when it comes to the PlayStation 5 Pro, the most recent game coming out with Assassin's Creed, which I actually had a chance to go play. We did a stream of it. If you guys missed it and want to see my first impressions, it should be on the YouTube as a VOD if you guys want to. We played for like 5 hours and like 7 hours up on Twitch. And well, I want to go talk about the fact that the PS5 Pro is apparently just doing phenomenal and did really well when it comes to the upgrades. And well, it just seems like it's once again another reason why the PS5 Pro is surprisingly a little bit better than people have been expecting. Now, I also am listening to music in the background. Quick question for the YouTube videos, because I have it muted for the recording so you guys can hear it, no copyright or whatever. Would you guys ever enjoy having a little bit of music up in the background for the videos? I would actually love to go through all the comments and see people sometimes just enjoy the raw voice. I know if you're maybe playing like videos or reacting stuff, you don't want that, but I'm kind of curious in the overall vibe. If when you guys see these types of videos, do you have your own music plan on Spotify, YouTube, or would you guys like a little bit of a funky beat in the background to kind of set a specific vibe? Just asking for you guys. We have a lot of things in the works changed up on the channel, so let me know. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitters and Twitch streams down below. We're gonna be playing some more Assassin's Creed, probably the second this video is live. You just want to say hang out and say hi up in the Twitch stream. And of course, let's go dive in the news that, well, apparently everything is a lot better. So we can see this over here from Digital Foundry, who's always done pretty well in terms of showcasing up the games, looking at the performance modes and everything else with it. And well, we gotta give them some good credit that they've done a pretty good job in showcasing this. I don't really know how to put my webcam, just want to show more of the game than my face, although I don't mind being in the corner. As you guys could probably go and see, I'm gonna go and showcase up some more of the comparison videos over here. Give it a few seconds for the YouTube to kind of click on up and bump up the bitrate. But the game itself is miles different. We're talking almost a completely different game when it comes to the PS5 Pro. Now there you go, that took a few seconds. Now, the game itself actually worked pretty well. I'm going to give you guys my first impressions. I'll maybe talk about this tomorrow too as well. But Assassin's Creed wasn't the best game ever. Like, it was like a nice, maybe like a 7.7. It was better than the prior Assassin's Creed games. I'm level 8 in the game. I'm a little bit into it, only in first impressions. But the game does look phenomenal. It looks very, very good. It's one of the more better qualities of the game itself. The environments are very in-depth. The game itself looks good. And it's overall pretty well optimized. Like, look at this. Like, even looking at this on the screen itself, on the PS5 Pro in the quality mode, it looks gorgeous. Now, I will be honest, because I had a lot of people ask me on this on my Twitch stream and YouTube stream, but, well, I will say Ghost of Tsushima, not to be too biased, was better. Like, the game itself was a bit nicer, looked nicer, was more optimized, animations were cleaner, but I will be honest, I was a bit pleasantly surprised when it came to Assassin's Creed. And, well, this is another big thing, too, because the Pro version itself is actually great. And it seems like more and more reason nowadays that these newer games coming out, like Monster Hunter Wilds, great example, or even the next upcoming big PlayStation games, will probably look miles different when it comes to the Pro. Things like the shadows, the ray tracings, and even things still, although the PSSR is still a little bit on the weirder end, it just makes it look better. Now, you still have to look for things just to put on your magnifying glass at some points, and if you just want to buy it in a normal PS5, it's fine, but like, it just does seem like it makes the game seem more immersive. It makes it feel like it's more alive. And this is trying to be like an alive game. Like, it's open world with a lot of little small towns interacting and stuff. And now, I'm still not the biggest fan of where they kind of took it, because I was like an Assassin's Creed 2 or 3 guy, but like, it looks good. Like, even for this, like, it's not the biggest changes, but extra shadows make it look a little bit more realistic on the right side. This is a better example for when I'm looking, and like, it just looks more alive. It looks more brown, looks more like exuberant, and there's a lot of things like fall colors and browns everywhere. So I like it. Like, I think this actually is an improvement, and I think it does well. This is actually even a really good example if you kind of look at the clothes where there's like scratching, there's like, it doesn't look as clean. So I think the Pro overall actually seems like this is the better vibe to go to. So obviously, shout out for Digital Foundry for having some of these contents themselves for us to go look and react to. But when it comes to this stuff, also look at how stable this frame rate is. That is a beautiful, beautiful stable 30, which I mean, you'd probably expect honestly for a $700 console, but with how nice it can look and higher quality and all these extra details and ray tracing and these effects and everything, I gotta be honest, looks pretty good. Now, something like this, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and look at that, I don't know the difference. Like, let's be realistic over here. Like, sometimes you can, like this, I can see the difference. Like, there is definitely more of like, it just looks more alive. Like, even the leaves were looking cleaner on the right side. But sometimes for this one, it's not the biggest deal. Like this, you can see the hair is a bit more better. I don't know, like, you can kind of see the vibe itself. Although I'd almost want to say I see almost a little bit of a weird shimmering though in the hair on the right side, as I'm noticing on this throughout the video. Notice that, I'm not really sure exactly why. Maybe just trying a little bit too hard. But this is another good example where the character models look just nicer on the right end. And this is still small details. If you're playing on the normal PS5, you're not going to be too disappointed. You might have a little bit of frame rate issues, or maybe not have as good of shadows or colors or whatever. And some people are okay with that. That's why it's a bonus console. That's why it's extra. But at the same time, I've been seeing a lot of nice performances when it comes to the PS5 Pro. Like for this, it kind of seems like the water seems clearer. It looks like the water animations on this side are looking nicer. Like we just see, you know? I see the differences. I see everything out there. So it just is better. It is actually better. And I'm kind of proud on how PlayStation and surprisingly Ubisoft did. We'll see how the reception for this game goes because there's been a lot of controversy on it. We'll probably talk about this tomorrow because I've been seeing it all up on Twitter already. And the game's not even out. I've had early access for 2 days and I'll have it for the next few hours. So like I said, if you're bored, you want to hang on the Twitch stream, you guys can. But like, I didn't hate it. Like I didn't hate the game per se. But I was also playing on PC to be fully honest with you guys. Because I just felt like it. But as I've been going through this stuff and we're seeing all the reviews and the comments, everyone is mostly pretty happy with it. Now, as we kind of go through this stuff too, we've been seeing other people, other articles. Here's T3 saying, I didn't expect this game to blow me away in the PS5 Pro, but it looks unreal, saying it was a pleasant surprise. And like I said, this game is like looked a lot better, looks a lot nicer than a lot of people would expect. So at a certain point, a big enough delay for major gaming release can set the cap amongst the pigeons a little. And when they pushed this game from like the last year or so, it, well, is a somewhat bigger delay and people didn't really have faith in it. But I do think it kind of worked out well. It also may have even been delayed because of the PS5 Pro and given that more time to cook with like the PSSR and how it would be integrated in the first place too as well. So I think it's great. Like they're saying you have all these different types of graphics modes. You have this full flat 30 quality with this extended ray tracing, which looks beautiful in the game from what we've had a chance to already look at. And you also have that smoother 60, which I'd probably go. The game's a very fast paced like samurai game. And although there's a lot of copy pasting on the animations and characters, which there's a lot of things I can critique on this game. But like I was surprised they wanted to come back for more. I'm not really sure why. Maybe I'll hate the game after today and after I play it or in the next few days or so. But I didn't hate it. Like I'll be honest, I didn't hate it. Now, would I pay $70 for it? I got a press copy for it. I got early access for it, so I felt special. And well, you could also play it on U+, maybe like just binge it for a month, like do the subscription service like Game Pass. And that's probably what I'd recommend for all this. So on PS5, it does make things a little weirder, but the game is a big game. It'll probably have enough content to justify $70 if you're searching more for content. Quality content, we'll have to see, but I haven't hated it so far. They do also, I wanted to push for the middle option, the bounce mode, which I do think makes a lot of sense too as well. 40 FPS for me is still an improvement over 30, and obviously you still have nice, it just looks good. But looks everything, honest to God, pretty good. Everyone kept on saying it looked distracted, it looked nice, and just everything was apparently for even them looking and seeming phenomenal. Like look at some of these environments. It's like, and maybe just like show off this screenshot over here, and it turns out good. Now, these are actually maybe not the best looking screenshots in all honesty, but like the game is a pretty game. It's a good looking game, and this looks horrible, I'll be honest with you guys. But like, I don't know, like I was kind of impressed with it. Now, this will probably be more of a CPU based game. And there is a slight CPU and GPU performance as well. So if you guys are looking for on the PS5 side, if you have a Pro, this is definitely a Pro game. If you have a PS5 itself, it will be fine. But like I was mentioned, there might be a few slogs. It is a big open world. There's a lot of characters walking around, a lot of like, you know, trees fluffing in the air. And there is like things like rain, darkness, like time scale stuff. So like it does get a little bit more taxing. Like there's towns with people in it walking around, which is kind of expected for an Assassin's Creed game in Japan. And like there's a lot of big open fields and it's just a bigger game. But overall, like I said, I'm happy. Like it looks like the PS5 Pro is surprisingly doing better. Like people are overall pretty happy with it in the first place. And even looking through the step 2 as well, dude, like it's nice. I don't know. But some people are critiquing it, as you guys can see. And I want to highlight this as well because I'm talking it up a little bit, but I always feel like you have to go both ends. They're saying like 30 FPS in quality mode. They're like, what is that? Like I could go on my PC and get it at 60, which is valid. Like I was playing on PC, so I understand. But at the same time, you know, it's a big game. It's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of textures. You've even seen this quick little mini video over here. Like, it's just a lot. Like, there's towns. It's like, there's rain. There's water. And, like, it's just, there is a certain limit to an extent. Now, obviously, it's going to be better on PC, and there's probably going to be a lot of PC market for it. Sure. I don't know. Like, I want to hear your thoughts. Like, I don't even know how many of you guys really have PS5 Pros, and I've gone through my analytics from affiliates and stuff. A lot of you guys have bought it through my channel, so I always do say thank you. But I'm curious in, like, the difference between the two and what you guys would do. Like, are you still fine with just the PS5? Do you think the selling point's been good enough? Because some people weren't actually that impressed. You know, some people are saying maybe it's like it sucks, but at the same time too as well, I'm kind of okay with a 30, a 40, or even a 60 FPS too. And the shadows matter a lot for this game for immersion, and I do think the PS5 Pro did a relatively decent job from what we've had a chance to see from other people, from videos, Digital Foundry, articles, and all of that, and also from my own experience from playing on PC. I do think it would make a lot of sense, and the extra bonus and benefits that the PS5 Pro come to offer, that would probably make a lot more sense for this game to play it on the PS5 Pro. And well, it's kind of cool that we're at least seeing with our own eyes and own experiences of why the PS5 Pro does seem a little bit better, and at least we're slowly kind of finding out there's a reason to actually buy it, which is kind of cool. So give me your thoughts and comments on everything down below. I appreciate y'all so much for watching. If you guys are bored, can swing by the Twitch stream, that'll be linked down below, or subscribe here if you guys want here, the second YouTube account, all that good stuff. And I appreciate y'all so much for watching here in the first place. Thank you guys.